Hi guys, thanks for hanging out with me today. We're going to be in the garden. We've been doing a lot of work, fall work. We've been replacing some of the wood on the beds because they're really starting to fall apart. And it's time to put the garlic in. It's October, and we usually put it in anywhere in October or even early November if the weather's been warm. But we've got to get it in now. It's the 40s right now, 40, I don't know, 46 or something. But it's sunny and it's perfect to get the garlic in. And tomorrow's going to rain, so that'll water it. And we're in a serious drought, so I don't really want to use our well water if I don't need to. So we'll wait for nature to water it. We also have to pull up the dahlia bulbs and anything else that can't stay in the ground over the winter. And we'll get them boxed up with some newspaper and labeled, and we'll put them down in the basement for the season till spring. The boys are working on going through all of their outdoor toys and getting any donations ready, or anything broken we're just throwing away, and doing just some yard cleanup too. Over last weekend, we already did a lot of work in the garden. Abe's been replacing some of the wood on our beds, building new ones, and we pulled up the tomatoes. Those are the tomato cages, and we've been just prepping the beds, planting some rye seeds, so we'll let that grow now, and in the spring when it pops up we'll grind it into the soil, and that helps with the nutrients for new plantings next year. And Levi's gonna help us in his own special way. Here I have our garlic that we harvested this season in July, and I pull out 100 cloves. So this is a bulb, but I'll make sure I have about 100 cloves to plant this year for next year, and then all the rest we use up over the winter with cooking and stuff, or giving away. So I'm gonna start planting. I'm gonna do 4 rows of 25 and see where we get. So ladies, we just had Halloween. Yesterday was Halloween here when I'm doing this voiceover. And I want to know, how did your Halloween events go? Did you go to any parties? Did you do trunk or treating, or actual trick or treating? We don't do trick or treating around here because we don't have any street lights, stoplights, or anything. We don't really live in a neighborhood. So we do a trunk or treat. Right here, my oldest Abraham is chopping off the tops of the elephant ears so we can store those in the basement for next spring. And Benjamin is our cleanup crew. Okay, back to Halloween. So what did you or your kiddos dress up as this year? Benjamin and I were pirates, and Abraham wanted to be a cowboy. We tried to dress up like as a theme. I'll do the same thing, but Abraham didn't want to be a pirate with us this year, so that was kind of sad. But he's getting older and he doesn't really necessarily want to dress up with his mama. I went to the store earlier this week because I wanted to see if they had any Thanksgiving decorations. And there was none, guys. It's all Christmas already. I guess I shouldn't be surprised at that, but I have like literally 2 Thanksgiving decorations. So I just wanted like 1 or 2 other cute little things and I could not find anything. So I guess I'm just going to have to decorate for Christmas early. I'm not too sad about that. I'll do a few videos on that because we kind of do it in phases, like 2 or 3 decorating phases for Christmas. Here are some of our dahlias that we have to dig up for the winter because they will not survive here in Maine. These are, we call them Delia's dahlias. They have been passed down a few generations. They were my husband's great aunt, great aunt, something like that. So we are going to dig them up and save the bulbs in a box of newspaper down in our basement over winter, and we'll plant them again in the spring. Oh, you chopped my bulbs in half, dude. You're fired.
Yay.
Oh man.
Retirement.
We're gonna be a little more careful on the other ones. So I need you to put the shovel in further away from where the stem goes into the ground and go straight down, not at an angle. Try again. There you go, straight down.
Whoa.
Once you get deeper with the shovel, then you can start to go in at an angle, but not yet. Straight down. All right, hold them up. Let's see these ones. It's always sad digging them up in the fall. We haven't had a frost yet. Well, you're supposed to dig them up before we get a frost. But it's hard to dig them up when they're still so green and beautiful. So it's kind of sad, but we'll have more next year. Mr. Levi, what is this you have stolen? Are these my dahlia bulbs? Don't look at them like that. You cannot eat these. They're probably poisonous. I don't know. Probably. How about we get some of your toys? Yeah, I know. You're a handsome dude, but I'm still not going to give you my dahlia bulbs. Levi. There we go. Distraction. All right, ladies, now we're back in the house. We're done outside, and we obviously have a lot of work to do in here. So I guess we'll work on kitchen cleanup. As you all know, if you're working on one project, that means something else is getting put by the wayside, and then we get big messes in other places. So let's work on cleaning this up. Oh, here I go, guys. I'm going in for the chocolate chips. I told you I have these like every day, but I'm trying to be really sneaky because if Benjamin hears the cupboard or the container opening, he'll come running out. So I'm trying to be really sneaky so I don't have to share. Plus, I don't really want to give him any extra sugar. Trust me, that kid does not need it. That music I chose for that section, I chose because it reminded me of the Supernatural show. I just started watching that like a couple of months ago, I think. I watch it while I'm doing the dishes in the evening because I don't really have any other time to watch anything. And perhaps I've been living under a rock because I'm pretty sure everybody else on the planet has seen that show. But it's really good and I like it. And I'm on season like 283, I think, now. And yeah, as soon as I heard that music, it just reminded me of that show. So that's why I chose it for that section. But I'll put something on here that's a little more tame. Here I'm just using the dish soap and some baking soda to clean up the sink really quick. I don't use the baking soda every day, but I like to do that at least a few times a week. It just sparkles everything up pretty good. But I do like to at least give it a wipe down with the dish soap before I do the dishes daily. Because as you will notice here, I do not have a dishwasher. I had a dishwasher, but I just don't really like them. I feel like I can do a better job myself, and if I stay on top of it, then it doesn't really take that long to get them done each day. If you don't let them pile up, then it's a pretty quick job to get them all washed up. Another reason I don't mind hand washing the dishes is because it gives me a few moments a day, 10, 15, 20 minutes if there's a lot of dishes, but it gives me that time to slow my brain down. And it's being home all day and homeschooling is constant work with the brain. It's decision making, it's teaching, it's the noise of, children. And I am someone who needs some time with just peace and quiet or just in my own head without outside distractions for just a little bit a day. I need that to de-stress basically. So I use my dish time to either just have a little quiet time or I just zone out while I'm watching Supernatural. And I just need that. And having the excuse to have to do the dishes is how I get that at this stage in our lives, which is, as you know, different stages bring different things, and we have to take what little things we can for ourselves, just to kind of let the brain wind down for a few minutes. And for me, at this stage, it's doing the dishes by myself. So it seems crazy. A lot of people, like take a bubble bath or, go get a manicure or something. But at this stage, I don't have the time for any of that. And it's okay. It'll change, we get busy and then things slow down at different times. So at this stage in life, this is my me time, washing dishes. So let me know what you ladies do. What do you do to just get the brain to calm down for, a little bit of a day? And if you don't do anything, try to find something. Use an excuse like I do of cleaning, like I'm getting something done over here. But really, I'm just trying to calm down and not go bat snot crazy. So as you know, we have Levi, and technically, I guess he's still a puppy. He's a year and a half. I guess they're puppies until they're 2. And wow, he's an interesting character, this dog. Our last dog, who we lost last February, he to old age. He was 14, and that was so sad. He was a sled dog, and just very different personality than Levi. And I know that all dogs have different personalities, but Levi's an interesting character. He is mostly German Shepherd, and he has some Great Pyrenees and Lab in him. And those guardian herding breed tendencies really shine through with this guy. Let me tell you, he's so protective, and he barks at everything, guys. Let's be real. He barks at everything, and that's something that I'm learning is very common with the shepherd breed. He used to bark at leaves rolling by. He doesn't really do that anymore. But he's a big guy. He's 90 something pounds now. And he can be pretty scary, intimidating to others if someone pulls into the driveway, like a UPS driver or USPS, FedEx, any of them. I feel bad. I try to put him inside when I know they're going to be coming. But sometimes he's out there in the yard and he'll start barking, and I'm like, oh my goodness. And he's so big, he doesn't look like a puppy at all. So I feel bad sometimes and try to get him inside. We've tried since he was tiny. We got him when he was 13 weeks old. I guess he wasn't really tiny. He was like 30 something pounds. But from the first week we got him, we brought him everywhere. The boys were in soccer at the time, so he was at the soccer field 4 days a week, and we'd bring him to Lowe's, Home Depot, wherever we could to get him used to seeing and being near other people and other dogs. But I'm telling you guys, I don't think any of that worked. He's so reactive when he sees other people or dogs. And when we're home, I don't mind him, giving the alarm that someone just pulled in the driveway. That's great. We expect that from him. But when we go somewhere, I want him to chill out. And we've been trying to work with him on that for, the last year and a half. And I need to find another trainer. This is going to be our 4th trainer to try to help with this. And I don't know, guys. It's wild and crazy, but I love him. He's so smart. You can teach him anything you want. You show him a couple of times, and he's got it. You don't have to. It doesn't take a long time to train him with anything except for his reactivity. So we're working on it. Any of you guys, if you have a German Shepherd breed or mix, and you have run into this with your dog and have been able to calm them down, please let me know what you had tried and what worked, and let me know what tried and didn't work too. And maybe we can help each other. Tonight is our family movie night. We try to do a family movie that we all watch together on Saturday nights. Do you guys do a family movie? If you do, let me know what some of your favorites are. So I think we're going to be watching the Thanksgiving Charlie Brown tonight. I'm working on making a list of seasonal movies that we need to watch. We have a bunch of Christmas movies, and we have to start them in November because otherwise we won't have enough Saturday movie nights to watch them all. I always feel so short wiping down this bar. Well, I actually call it a peninsula because it goes to the wall and juts out. My husband built this, and he built it higher than normal height for countertops because he's taller. He's a lot taller than I am. And actually, I'm really short. I'm 5'2". I used to be 5'2 3/4", but I don't know what happened, but now I'm 5'2". Anyways, so I always like feel so short wiping this thing down. Or usually I stand on a little stool when I am prepping food here at the peninsula, which you will notice in my videos. I like step up just so it's just a lot easier for me to work over here. That looks better. Abraham, why is your long wooden sword on my bed? Why is your long wooden sword on my bed?
Oh, Ben can have that.
Okay, and the dagger? Wow. Did you tell him? Make sure he says thank you. Do you guys ever think about the weird things that you say as a parent? Like things you never thought you'd hear yourself say? You know, like, why is your sword and dagger on my bed? Or why are there a pair of underwear on top of the dog's head? Things like that. It's like, what? These kids, they're always cracking me up. These packing cubes that I'm folding up now, I use them. I've been using them for the last couple of years. Boy, they are so handy. I use them when we go on vacation, like when we are camping. I label all of them. Like mine, I have undergarments in one, pajamas in another one, cold weather things. I label them all for categories because our camper has like two long narrow cupboards like on the side of the master bed in there, and it's kind of hard to reach back to get things because it's so long. So I put a couple of laundry baskets, like short little square ones, in there to kind of organize things. And so I put all of our clothes in these labeled packing cubes, so you can just like reach in and grab a cube from a laundry basket, and it's just really convenient. So I would highly recommend these if you are doing any kind of traveling. I got these right off of Amazon. We just recently got back from a couple of camping trips. The first one we did in North Conway, New Hampshire, and that was a fun trip and really beautiful. And then the most recent one that we just got back from was a trip to Mount Desert Island, Maine. And that was so beautiful, guys. They have Acadia National Park on the island. and there's tons of hiking trails, biking trails. The carriage trails that are on the island are so beautiful. I'll make a little video of that. Actually, that might be the next one I put up. And the leaves were starting to change, and each day that we were there, it was like they had a little bit more color in them every day. It was so beautiful. It was pretty busy up there. We used to go, my husband and I used to go almost every year for our anniversary, but we haven't been in like 9 years. So we took the boys up and Levi, and it was a really great trip. I would highly recommend if you guys want to come to Maine for a vacation, checking out Mount Desert Island. We ended up staying at a campground right on the edge of the ocean. So every morning we were able to wake up and see the sunrise over the ocean, and it was beautiful. So highly recommended trip. If you guys want to come to Maine, check it out. Did you notice how many cardigans I have put on hangers? I think I have a problem here. I don't even know if I really like cardigans, guys. I really need to do a closet declutter real soon. Yeah, let's do that. You know what? I think I'm gonna do it in like a real-time video, like body doubling, and then if you want, you can also declutter your closet at the same time. And isn't this the way laundry goes? Just when you think you're done, there's more. So how about you go grab a basket of laundry if you want, and we'll fold this laundry together. Keep looking at the tag on that shirt because I couldn't figure out whose it was. It was a size large, which is my husband's size. My son is either small or medium, but it didn't have a pocket. And my husband's shirts, he likes his t-shirts to have a little pocket on it. So I could not for the life of me figure out whose shirt this was. Now it's time to throw together a quick dinner. This night, one of my sons, the oldest one, Abraham, had one of his martial arts classes. We do 4 nights a week of martial arts, but it's anywhere from 6 to 8 classes during those days. So there's those nights I have to try to do something that's really quick and easy for those dinners. I've been trying to come up with some crock pot ideas, and I have a few that we really like so far, but I'm looking for more. The thing is like I don't like the crock pot meals that have pasta in them. I like high protein, so basically mostly meat for the crock pot meals. So if you guys have any that you really love that are high in protein and pretty healthy, then please put the recipe down below, and maybe we can all help each other out on trying to get some quick and easy meals for those nights where the extracurriculars are going on, because I know you know how crazy it is when you're just trying to jam 30 hours worth of activities in an 18-hour day. So maybe we can help each other out and make dinner time a little easier. This dinner, we are just doing some big salads. I try to do that once or twice a week, where the main part of the meal is just a ton of vegetables. And the boys will also have chicken nuggets with this. I'm using the baby butter leaf lettuce, which is approved by all family members. It's real tender, it's really good. And onion on just my husband's. Yellow pepper. I'm putting on the pickled onion right here. This was left over from a Mexican dinner that we had the night before, and I pickled this onion by just slicing it up really thin and putting lime juice on it. And that's really, really good on the Mexican dishes. I'm also going to add cucumber, carrots, croutons on a few of them. And I have some raspberries that I'm going to rinse off here to have just on the side. I clean my raspberries by putting some baking soda, sprinkle the baking soda on the berries. I do this with all of the fruit and veggies that we eat. And after I get the baking soda on it, I just put some water on it, just enough to barely cover whatever's in the bowl, and then add some distilled vinegar, and that will help to clean off any things on the fruit and vegetables that you don't want on there. I set a timer for 5 minutes, and then after the 5 minutes I just rinse them really good, and you never taste a vinegar flavor or anything like that. also added some cauliflower and pickles to this salad. So I'm adding some craisins right now, and I accidentally put those on Benjamin's salad, and he does not like those at all, so I have to pick them all off. And this is just some leftover shredded cheddar cheese that I had already shredded up in the refrigerator. I remember at this point in the evening that I was starting to get really tired. It was a long day with the garden work and everything else. I know you ladies feel me on this. By the end of the day, it's like I'm ready to crash. But we still had to go to one of the Taekwondo classes. So no time for resting yet. This is my compost bowl. You see me putting the scraps of the vegetables in. We have a designated garden bed, which we change every year, that we put all of our vegetable scraps into every day. This cinnamon pear balsamic vinegar I got when we were in North Conway, New Hampshire, from the olive oil company. It is amazing. That store was awesome. We went in there and there were like hundreds of different olive oils and balsamic vinegars that you could try. Well, we're at the end of the day today. We ate our salads for dinner. The boys will probably have some leftovers or something when we get home again. And the oldest is in the Taekwondo studio. We're gonna head in and watch him. But thank you for joining me today, and I'll see you in the next video.